Okay, here we are at the Dollar Tree, my wife's favorite store. Let me ask you this. Can your wife spend $150 at the Dollar Tree? Here's the kicker. And come home with like 3 bags. I can get $5 worth of stuff into 3 bags. I don't understand it. Anyway, it's her favorite place to shop. And today I found some nice green glasses. I love green water glasses or drink glasses. Can't find them anymore anywhere. Got a bunch of blue ones, but I need green ones. That was my find. Oh, and I found an old style potato masher. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a round piece of metal with perfectly square holes punched in it to form a grid. And then it's on a handle. I had one for years. Years and years and years. And, lost and moves. Used to blame it on roommates. Then, ever since I've been married, my roommate's been moving with me. So, anyway, it's lost and moving to roofs. So last time I told you I was going to be making some jambalaya. And I used shrimp and Polska kielbasa and chicken. And it was Zatarans. And it's a box called Jambalaya. It's got the directions right on there. And it works perfect. All you need is the cooked meat, though. Polska kielbasa is already cooked. But shrimp and the chicken you got to cook. And only shrimp I had was from some nice U16. So that means they're less than 16 to a pound, meaning they're over an ounce each. So what did I do? I didn't cut them up because the presentation person that runs a restaurant wants the customer to see how big these shrimp are. And it didn't dawn on me, even the direction says, chop up your meat. So anyway, my wife got one of those out and screamed. It's like she thought somebody's finger was in there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, she was right. She was absolutely right. So, but outside that, it tasted great. And the next day, it made a whole bunch. It made way more than I could have the next day. But the first day of jambalaya is like eating kind of almost like a stew. And you got a nice big piece of cheese bread there. And I had an artichoke with it. My wife had asparagus. So it's a good thing. The second day, it's kind of weird eating it by itself. So I had some corn tortillas left over that I was going to have to refreeze because I freeze everything when I buy it. Bread, tortillas, everything like that. And I'd already frozen it once, and I didn't want to refreeze again. So I thought, why don't I just make enchiladas out of this? Now, I've told people that I am a carbohydrate addict and have been my whole life. And just the short version of it is, if you offered me a spaghetti sandwich, I would jump on that. A little extra mayonnaise, please, some lettuce, and we're in bed. Or we're in business. Or we could be in bed, too. So anyway, I made enchiladas out of rice and meat, jambalaya, and lots of enchilada sauce and cheese, and it was great. I've had it for 2 days now. So there's something to do with your leftover enchiladas if you're a carbohydrate addict. And if you want to know more about that, there's a book published in the early 90s called the Carbohydrate Addict's Cookbook. And it explains why you're an addict and stuff. And I don't need to go into it here. I'm a fat guy that likes carbos, okay? Where else did we go on this? The last thing I wanted to bring up was I am getting all these commercials on YouTube. You know, I know they target you. It's not like the old days where you're just getting what the TV channel bought to advertise, or the advertisers bought to play. They target you. So it's all these women telling you that you ought to tell your man, or if you're a man, you ought to get this thing that helps you stay aroused longer. Can you say aroused on YouTube? I gotta scratch my eyeball. Will that arouse me? I hope not. It itched. And the other one is the lady's selling some kind of thing that helps the man get his muscles back. She goes, my husband started, after a couple of years married, started losing his physique, and I mean, she's just going on and on. He got this because he wanted his physique back, and I don't think so. I think that they're aiming at the weakest new generation that you better listen to what your girlfriend and your mom says. Probably more so your girlfriend. And then do what she says. For me, any of the arousal or getting the body back, never had the body, don't have to get it back. But all of that, that ship sailed. And not long after it was sailed, it torpedoed itself and it sank to the bottom of the ocean where it's dead and gone. It ain't coming back. No one's resurrecting it. Okay? Ooh, I said, I got resurrected. Can you say that? So why are they targeting me? I'm not even watching dirty YouTubes. They probably have dirty YouTubes. Never thought about that. Does the YouTube have a dirty section? Oh no, I heard you couldn't say dirty words. They probably don't have a dirty section. Anyway, what I mainly watch are comedians, anything to do with comedy, great old movies, if they got them on YouTube, and military stuff. Stories of World War II that you didn't know. But I found out lately I've been being suckered into some of these. One of them was a cook that figured out how to get a destroyer traveling 20% faster or some crazy thing because of the way he saw water hitting his pan or something. And I watched all the way through and I go, this is kind of crazy. So I wrote down the name of the ship, the name of the cook, and everything. And I went to Google and I said, "Did this happen? Is there?" And it's little AI thing. It says there was no record of this person, this ship. It was all made up. And then there was another one where a guy rebuilt the airplanes so they would turn faster, and he was just a mechanic. It was just a mechanic doing this. And by the third or fourth one, they all had kind of a similar look. It was all kind of AI put together, you could tell. And it's all made up shit. I mean, can you say shit? I don't think you can say shit. So I'm not going to say it. What? Shit. That's right. Nothing. Anyway, that's what I've been getting sucked into. But last night I'd seen this movie before, Once Upon a Time in the West by Sergio, what's his guy, the spaghetti western guy that did the Clint Eastwood movies, Hang 'em High, or Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and Sergio Leone. And it had my favorite female from the Pink Panther, the original Pink Panther, Claudia Cardinal. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. And then, of course, I don't really know what beautiful is. I remember thinking when I was young that she was beautiful. Where was I? Oh, and I had Charles Bronson. Oh my God, greatest opening scene I've ever seen. In fact, that was what got me to watch it. YouTube had a short, the greatest opening scene of a movie. I said, I've seen that movie, but I didn't remember it being that great of a movie. I looked it up, and excuse me, in Europe it was a huge hit, but it was poo-pooed in the United States. Didn't make much money, but it's got a 7.8, I think, rating from the Independent Movie Database. I don't see anything above 6 usually. So anyway, I thought I'd watch it again, and so I did remember it. But I remember watching the first time that I was only looking for Claudia Cardinale. This time I was much younger then. That ship hadn't quite got out of the dock yet, but it was fantastic. It was well done, and if you just sit there and just lap it in like a real excellent tasting dinner, just each course was just so good. Oh, Charles Bronson was so good. Jason Robards, he was great. I mean, it was just a perfect movie. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Still at the Dollar Tree. I can hear the cash register, and they're going ching, 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 ching. I can tell by the rhythm of it that that's my wife checking out. All right, catch you next time.